Hey gamers, how's it going? It's Mr. Krill. We are going to be doing two gameplays this week. One is a simple gameplay and one is a complex gameplay. Simple games are games that you could pull off a shelf. Let me just show you a couple really quick. So simple games, maybe you want to write this down or just take note. Simple games are games you could take off the shelf, like Life, Clue, Chutes and Ladders. You could read through the game and understand how to play it and play a game in less than an hour. So simple game is a game that you can learn how to play and play in less than an hour. Complex games are games like King of Tokyo, Ticket to Ride, Small World, and Scotland Yard. These are games that would take you more than an hour to pull off the shelf, open up, read the directions, and play the game. Today I want you, or this week I want you to try two games. I want you to play a simple game, and I want you to play a complex game. You're going to have to look around your house and see what you have. Technically, Monopoly fits under simple games. Chess would be considered a complicated game. Maybe you have Catan or Ticket to Ride or King of Tokyo. Please email me if you have a question about this or you're concerned. What I want you to do is I want you to play two games. Just like football teams scrimmage, I want you as a game designer to scrimmage too. So let's say we played the game Chutes and Ladders. I want you to read everything about it. Like classic up and down game for preschoolers. Do some research on it. Open the game up. Look at the directions. As you can see, my directions aren't that great here. These are my Krill kids putting holes in it for some reason. But anyways, read the directions and then look at everything on the game that you've never really paid that close attention before. So like in this game, you can see that I'm just looking at like how did they design the game and what does it look like. Trying to focus in here. Like this girl ate all her vegetables and everything so she can climb up the ladder and she's getting taller. But a slide, like this kid broke a window and so now he has to end up doing the piggy bank. I want you to look at these games from a designer perspective, not just playing them. You've probably played these games 100 times, but I want you to be a designer now. Look at how they're designed, what color schemes did they use, how many people should play it, what's the age limit, read the back of the box. Look at all these different things. I want you to approach these games like a game designer. Play a simple game with somebody and then take note. You're going to fill out the form attached. Come up with new rules. Find out what rules stop you from having a good time. What would make Chutes and Ladders a better game? What would make Life a better game? What would make Clue a better game? What works for the game and what doesn't work for the game? Then I want you on another day to play a complicated game. Maybe you need to borrow a game from somebody. Maybe you decide your parents can go out and buy a game. I'm not requiring anyone to buy a game. And if you don't have a complicated game at home, I want you to find the most complicated game you do have at home and use that. Maybe it is Monopoly and that's okay. Maybe it is Clue and that's okay. Anyways, I want you to play a more complicated game from a designer perspective. Encourage your family to play with you and then fill out the form as well. The goal is to play a simple game, a game that can be understood and played within an hour, and a complicated game, a game that would take you, if you pulled it off the shelf, more than an hour to read and understand. I hope this makes sense for all of you. Your job is to watch one lesson per day this week and then do these two gameplay. And then next week we're going to be designing a game. So we're going to worry about that next week. Let's do this week. You're good to go, gamers.